Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Unfiltered commentary. Not your truth, the real truth. Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for your support. Hi, folks. Welcome back from timcast.com. Here we go. Papers, please. Remember those old movies from World War II in Nazi-occupied Europe? Papers, please. Enforcement of New York City's vaccine mandate for children 5 to 11 to eat in public already appearing on social media. They expanded key to New York City. Yeah, what a key. Yeah, locking people in. Guidelines have now impacted families in the city and tourists coming to experience the Big Apple. You know, here's the deal. And this is going to hurt a lot of small businesses when I say this. My channel isn't that big, but I hope it has some impact. Stop giving these morons your money. New York City's key to New York City vaccine mandate expanded to children under 12. Children ages 5 and up now need to prove they've received at least one dose of the COVID vaccine to enter most businesses in the city. This restriction includes restaurants, theaters, gyms, and more. And there's a couple of videos that go along with this I think are incredibly disturbing, especially one with a small kid. The rule also expended money to require anyone over the age of 12 to show proof of a complete 2-dose vaccine. A video circulating on social media Tuesday morning appears to depict an NYPD strategic response group attempting to eject a family from Applebee's in Queens Center. The family, which included young children, did not provide proof of vaccination. Now you're going to see this video. It's pretty bad. And look at the number of officers that are there for a family with a couple of kids. You got to be freaking kidding me, right? Honestly?
You just basically saying that you can't serve, otherwise if you're not going to pay for it, you have the card. I know, but you don't have it, then you're going to have to leave. And if not,
look at this kid's crying. Look at all these cops. Look at this.
You came in with jacket? You have to leave.
Wow. Scaring a child, traumatizing a child. Hope you feel.
Look at them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What is there? 10 maybe? 10 for a little boy and his family. You know, I'm not a defund the police guy. These guys took an oath. They took an oath. It's pitiful. Thank God where I live in upstate New York, not New York City. The police officers actually respect the Constitution and people's rights.
Feel good about yourself, NYPD. This is disgusting. This is gross.
You guys failed us last night. You failed us last night. You all failed us. We're here for you.
Look at this boy. He doesn't know what to do. What is he, 6 maybe? 7? I mean, come on. You got to be kidding me, right? That show of force? Absolutely disgusting. Police officers around the country take note. You don't have a lot of friends left. After the defund the police nonsense, big cities actually did it, including yours. What about your pension funds? Oh, of course, they're guaranteed by the taxpayers of New York State, which I am a resident of. So you're okay with that, right? You guys ought to be ashamed. So not only do you have the progressive leftists saying defund you and get rid of you, the center-right or conservative people that have always had your back, you're now turning on them. You know, it takes a special talent just to piss everybody off. Let's watch.
And your kids.
Disgraceful.
You failed.
You failed yourself, NYPD. You failed yourself. Is this what you signed up for? Is this what justice looks like for you? Is this what you dreamed of when you wanted to be a cop?
Yeah, look at him. Look at him. Shame on you. Shame, shame, shame.
Wake up. Listen to mommy strong. You got vaccines so you can come in. You're killing yourself to live. You're killing yourself to live. Look at this.
Look at the guy in the back freaking out. Look at the guy. I don't know if he's freaking out because they're there unvaxxed or he's freaking out the police. I can't tell.
Attention, please. All right, unless you have vaccination cards, all right, you have to exit the restaurant. All right. If you leave voluntarily, all right, you will not be pressed. There will not charges pressed against you.
If you leave voluntarily, there'll be no charges pressed against you. Oh, how about this? How about no Jews allowed? How about no blacks? How about no non-white people? How about no white people at all? How far does this go? How far has this come to? I'm stuck here in upstate New York. My mother's here. She's elderly. She needs my help. Plus, I own a house. Believe me, if I could get out of here, I would. Middle of December, I was in central Tennessee where people live free. It's ridiculous. And by the way, it's constitutional carry in Tennessee. Try to get a gun permit in New York. Period.
Otherwise, you will be arrested for trespass.
If you don't leave right now, you'll be arrested for trespassing. And there's all these police disrupting this entire diner.
All right? This will be your only warning, please.
This will be your only warning. Oh, they didn't say that to BLM protesters and Antifa when they're smashing New York City up. You'll only get one warning. It's disgusting. Disgusting. You should be ashamed.
Yeah, a child crying is funny, right, for you?
And there it is. Anyone 5 and up must show a vaccine card in order to eat here, said Jose Perez, manager of the Applebee's. We have been attacked by protesters and our staff is on edge, and police have been helpful. You took an oath. I took an oath when I was a council member in the early 2000s. I bet you it's the same oath. To uphold the Constitution. While Perez said he cannot comment on that incident, seeing the video, no kids have protested. What difference does that make? He added, I am tired of having to answer these questions. People have been calling nonstop and we have to work here to do. It's very busy. You know what? Tough crap. Show some balls and say, I'm not doing it. Of course, Applebee's is a chain. He has to. You know what? Quit your job. Get one somewhere else. The entire staff should just walk out. Many parents, locals, and tourists alike were shocked to find that a 5 to 11-year-olds can't get into restaurants in New York City without being vaccinated against coronavirus. The only silver lining out of this whole thing is hopefully these young parents and these young kids will get red-pilled real quick. Real quick. We'll see. I'm not optimistic, but we're here in New York for another week, and it's going to be a real pain not be allowed to eat at a restaurant, said Eric St. Martin, a tourist who was turned away from a Hard Rock Cafe with his 7-year-old daughter. We didn't know about the vaccine mandate for kids when we booked our family holiday months ago. On December 6th, de Blasio, that piece of garbage. Oh, by the way, he's going to run for governor of New York. Good Lord. Our choices are going to be between being poked in the eye with a sharp stick and being poked in the eye with a dull stick. Thank you so much. Children 12 and up must be fully vaccinated, which means 2 shots. We want to protect everyone. You lying scum. Guy is such a piece of trash. We want to protect our youngest New Yorkers. We know Omicron had a lot. Omicron, I forget how it's pronounced, had a lot of impact on younger folks. Well, now we need a whole family to be safe. If the youngest kids are safe, it also protects our seniors. You lying prick. When those 2 hospital ships went off the coast of New York that Trump, when he was president, put there, you did nothing. You let thousands of people die. All those beds, all those surgical rooms, all those doctors, top-notch hospital. Probably the best in the world, if not damn close. And you let people die rather than Donald Trump get credit for saving anyone. You scumbag. Christine Mayer is a host at the Resort Times Square. Says she's turned away more than 20 would-be diners. They can eat outside, but is going to eat outside with a 5 or 6-year-old in this weather. Temperatures will top 38 degrees in Central Park, the average temperature in New York in January. Foreigners don't understand why they turn them away. Even people from Union City, New Jersey, were confused, which is just a bus line away from Manhattan. The enforcement of the NYPD has sparked multiple protests around the city. 4 people protesting New York City's COVID vaccine restaurant mandate were arrested at Applebee's in Queens. Let's watch this one.
Let me give him the charger. Let me give him the fucking charger. I'm on my life. That's it. My life still on. Oh, 9 Oh, yeah, of course you're not trying to hurt me. You're just harassing me. You're not trying to hurt me. You lost my job in the school system. Can't work. Can't eat. And I test over the
Look at them. They're handcuffing them.
I want to eat.
Because you don't have the proper papers.
And you guys are busting me over this fucking
This has to be stopped. Stopped. Look at this, NYPD. Look at these.
This is unbelievable.
Unbelievable. You guys, what happened to the Constitution? What happened to free speech?
No more mandates! No more mandates! No more mandates! Everything! I love y'all! I love y'all, New York Freedom Rally! I love y'all! You know he's a better
NYPD, you're losing support as it is. Uphold your oath.
That man is a veteran.
Hold the line. Good man. Every one of those employees should walk out of there. Every one of them. I think we've seen enough of that. This week change comes as Governor Kochel continues to defend her new statewide mask mandate that a quarter of the counties in New York have already said they will not enforce. Most of them are in Long Island. Unfortunately, my county executive has no spine. We used to be personal friends. We're not anymore. Guys are just a spineless twerp. My health department has critical things to do that are more important than enforcing this, and I think small business have been through enough already, said Orange County executive. Unbelievable. County executives, you voted for these people. They didn't vote for mine. But I'm telling you right now, this is out of control. Out of control. This is America? Papers, please? What do you start wearing a patch on your coat? Like Nazi Germany in the 30s and 40s? Really? How about a little emblem to put on your coat to show that you're vaccinated? It's no different than papers. It really isn't. It's no different at all. In fact, there's an underground business now for illegal papers. There was a police chief somewhere, I forgot where it was, that got caught showing his officers how to get fake vaccine papers. It's like the fake papers you get to cross the border out of Nazi Germany or out of Soviet Union or out of third world countries. This is disgusting. Disgusting. I don't normally would call for a boycott, but I would. I would call for a boycott of Applebee's tomorrow. And any local Applebee's you people have, call them up and say, I'm never going to your place again because of what people are doing in New York. When the law is unjust, you cannot enforce it. And this is just the beginning, folks. They have a whole year to go before the midterms. Well, about 11 months, actually. You don't think for a minute they're going to start closing everything down a month or two before the election in November just to make mail-in ballots again and had COVID rules like 2020? You're mistaken. You're kidding yourself. Before I ran on and say something that I'll regret, I'll just leave you what I always say. Until next time, goodbye and good luck.